It's also Independence Day. It's time to look back. India started in 1932. First tour after independence was to Australia in 47-48, which was the first tour post-partition. So a lot of players who were regulars didn't go on that tour of Australia. So it's a good time to ask these younger gentlemen next to me what their defining moments are. Batsmen go first.
Well, if you want,
we'll pick one each.
Okay, so I'll pick the test matches.
Yeah.
2001, the test match at the Eden Gardens, India versus Australia. Australia were on a roll, 16 test match wins on the bounce, defeated India at the Wankhede Stadium comprehensively. And then what happened in Kolkata, it changed everything as far as I'm concerned, as far as actually Indian Test cricket is concerned as well, because it just started a new era of Indian Test cricket. 171 following on, and then not losing a wicket on when you've been asked to follow on the entire day of play.
It must have been a great test match. If 180 not out doesn't figure in there, it's probably one of the more, because VVS made 281.
Correct.
Still say one of the greatest test match innings of all time. What about Harbhajan Singh?
A hat trick.
Came and took a hat trick. Finished with 32 wickets in that series. It was a great series.
This was the best series as far as I'm concerned. The series that I have watched. 2005 Ashes will come close, but this series was just a defining moment. And VVS Lakshman, just before this test match, what he went through. He couldn't walk straight. He couldn't stand straight.
Yeah.
So for someone who who had tears in his eyes before the test match, actually was on the eve of the test match.
Didn't Rahul was just recovering from viral fever? Something like that.
So both of them were on drips end of that day. You know, it was hot and humid in Kolkata around that time, and Lakshman was actually doubtful for the test match. You know, when the test match started, and he went through that. You know, he took the call of playing that test match, following on behind in the game, and then from there to come back the way and to win the match was something really special, and it was great to be part of the team around that time, and VVS was certainly very, very special in that game.
What was your one defining moment? I mean,
so for me personally, you know, the playing the game and the whole process of contributing to success of the team was you know what was at the top for me always. So I've picked actually the test match which I was part of, Trent Bridge in England in 2007. A lot was expected of me, and then you know to play that series, and I still remember at Lord's, the first test match, I was actually not in a great rhythm, and then it started following in place. Having played that county, it was good to be part of this test match to make such an impact. I think, you know, personally for me, this series, this test match was right up there in terms of
you've moved on from jelly beans to biscuits, I noticed.
Success.
I was going to ask about the jelly beans.
Yeah, it was a great test match. I was there, and I remember I hadn't seen anybody, Akash, till that point as well go round the wicket to the right-hander. They get the ball to leave and hit the top of off stump. Which you did a couple of times in that test match. It was you and RP also bowling at the other, right?
Yes.
RP had a good test match.
And
so that was your.
Srishant was also there. So all three of us were having a good run through and through the series. So it was great.
Now we also asked them for the favorite ODIs. Akash, of course, went 1983. Zach went 2011.
I was just 6 years old.
2 lines on 83.
See, I started playing
six.
cricket.
You don't have to rub it in.
So I was 6 years old, and I started playing cricket because Kapil Dev actually lifted the trophy on the balcony of the Lord's Cricket Ground, and this was what dreams were made of. India winning the World Cup, complete underdogs. West Indies, not just the defending champions, 75, 79, 2 World Cup victories, and here they started as the ranked favourites. India came out, won the tournament, and it changed the way India perceived cricket from there onwards. So I was not just the only one, I'm pretty sure.
We could, between us, we could talk about those two forever. We'll get a quick one from Zach because the game's just started and Rohit hit the first ball for 4.
Oh, it started again?
2011.
2011.
Incredible. Yes. I mean, you ask
83, I was too young. I don't remember any of it.
Okay,
it was only 5.5.
Just to put things in perspective, I had done an article just before that 83 World Cup saying India could be the dark horses.
Okay, Harsha, getting along, are we?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so 11, of course, you know, was such a such a special tournament, playing in front of home crowd and achieving that victory after 83. You know, so every time you talk about World Cup, it was the talk of 83 and what Team India has done. We went in as one of the favorites for 2011 World Cup, and once again, you know, to be part of the journey of winning a tournament is something always special.
Right, so there you go. That was Akash Chopra, Zaheer Khan with their memories. Happy Independence Day to all of you. Come up with your memories as well. Tell us on hashtag CricBuzzLive, what was your favorite one-day white ball win, your favorite red ball win? I guess if we say white ball, it includes a World T20. So let's go ODIs as well.